Hey everybody, so today's video is all about DIYs. I mentioned in a couple of my previous videos that I am trying to be done with a lot of store-bought products, and really I am trying to make a few of my own items, get back to some DIYing, which is what I used to do when I started up my natural hair journey. So I thought I would go ahead and make a couple videos showing you guys some of my favorite mixes that I've discovered over this last about year or so. I have tried several different things, so I thought I'd just share my favorites. Now, make sure that you understand that DIYing is totally customizable, okay? You can change scents, you can change ingredients, it's so flexible. You can just start with a few items and then decide if you really want to go complex in your DIYing, adding more ingredients. It's totally up to you, okay? You can use a lot, or you can just sort of start out simple and then stay simple with your ingredients. My recipes so far call for, a little bit of items, but I tend to buy the things that I need in kind of a large amount and not really focus on buying lots of specialty items. So lots of different mixes and so on. I'll show you guys them over the next couple videos. Okay, so today's DIY is going to be a pre-poo. I love this mixture. I learned about it from Sharia Del Sol. And it was a video that she had made, I think a while ago. I don't know. I came across it as I was looking for some DIYs and I watched through her video. I think she actually made an updated version of this, but I'm using the old version, so I don't know what the new one is about. But anyway, it is perfect. It is a pre-poo with amazing slip, okay? And you can use it overnight. Now, I did not tend to do a lot of overnight things like deep conditioning and all of that overnight. Only maybe once in a while I would do some oil on my hair, but this pre-poo overnight is amazing. It also gives me a ton of moisture. It kind of feels like a deep conditioner, honestly, but it is so good. I love it. What else? Oh, yes. So when you're using this on your hair to detangle, it is so easy. You put it on and it's like just right away. It melts into your hair. Detangling is so easy. And honestly, it's really easy to make, which is great. You don't need to go out and like buy any fresh ingredients to make it or keep something frozen. It's just powders. It's dry ingredients that you can keep in your pantry, keep on a shelf. So I really appreciate that I don't have to go out and buy something new and fresh in order to make this. So very simple, easy, quick to make and have it ready. So anyway, those are my thoughts on that. I will show you how I make it. I think it's the same as her process for making it, but I haven't watched that in quite a while. So I just watched it the first time and wrote down what I needed to use. So I'll show you how I make it. And I might actually also show you guys a little clip of me applying it to my hair. All right, see you later. Okay, to get started, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of fenugreek seeds into the cup of my Ninja blender. I'm going to go ahead and blend these up. It doesn't have to be like a perfectly fine powder or anything like that. There can still be a few granules in there and a few chunks. This is what mine looks like. I just mixed it up for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. Go ahead and add your fenugreek powder into a jar. And then I am going to add 1 tablespoon of aloe vera powder. Fill up your jar with hot or boiling water. And give that a good shake, or you can stir it together. Now you can let this sit for a couple hours to overnight. I'm gonna let mine sit overnight. Okay, now I have my nut milk bag. This is what I use to strain all of my Ayurvedic powders and different mixes that I make, so you can see it's stained from all of those different powders. But I'm going to put my nut milk bag into this measuring cup and then strain my mixture through that. Okay, so I have a little bit left over here. A little liquid is still in my jar along with the powders. I'm gonna go ahead and add more hot water to this so that I can make a second batch of this pre-poo. Okay, so my jar is filled again, and same thing, I'm just gonna cover this and let it sit for a few hours to overnight. And I'm going to make a second batch with this. Okay, so here is all of my liquid for my pre-poo. I'm just going to let that sort of drain through and squeeze out the last of the liquid. Now I'm going to make my thickener. I use guar gum in order to do that. So I have a little bowl here, and I am going to add 1 teaspoon of guar gum. And to that, I'm adding vegetable glycerin. So add in 1 tablespoon of that vegetable glycerin. Go ahead and give it a good stir to make sure that everything is incorporated and all of the guar gum is hydrated by the glycerin. Once it's nice and smooth and creamy like this, then you are ready to use it as your thickener. So this is how much of the liquid I got. It's about 1.5 cups. I'm going to go ahead and add my thickener directly into the pre-poo liquid. Give that a good whisk to mix everything together, and then it will begin to thicken. All right, I have my handy little funnel here for pouring things into my applicator bottle. So I'm gonna pour this pre-poo in here. You can see it's thickened up nicely. It has a good viscous sort of consistency to it. Okay, and that's it. That is my aloe and fenugreek pre-poo that I'm going to use. It's nice and thick so it doesn't drip and run as you're trying to apply it. This is what the consistency of it looks like. It's pretty nice and smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and use this to prep my hair for tonight. So I'll show you guys how I apply it to this section here. You can tell I'm gonna be doing my wash day tomorrow, so I want to make sure I detangle this hair and get it in a good state before I go ahead and actually start my wash day. So it's a pretty simple process. You're going to use that pre-poo to get it onto your scalp, get it onto the length of your hair. Make sure to also use it on your ends so that it is fully detangled. There are no little snags or knots or anything like that. And I just make sure to saturate all of my hair, all of my scalp. It doesn't have to be dripping off of your hair, but just make sure to get it throughout your hair. This pre-poo has so much slip, it just glides onto your hair. It melts away all of the knots and the tangles, and you can rake your fingers through very, very easily. So I'll just finish up this next little part of the section here, doing the same exact thing, rubbing it down the length of my hair, and just detangle as you go. It makes it super, super easy. All right, so that is it. I'm going to combine this all into one section, put on a little bit more. Again, I try not to drench my hair because it's going to be sitting like this overnight. I just want enough to make sure that it is coated, and when I get up in the morning, everything is just going to be nice, soft, and remaining detangled. And there you have it. I can rake my hands through my hair consistently again and again with no tangles, so I know this section is completely ready to go. So it looks good. All my curls are popping very nicely. It's shiny, it's healthy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and twist up this section, move on to the rest, and that's it. Okay, so I am done applying the pre-poo to my hair. Now I'm going to take out these clips because I don't want to sleep on those, so I'm just going to sort of twist these into little Bantu knots so that I don't have any clips or anything at all in my hair. Lastly, I am going to put on a shower cap, and then I'm going to wrap up my hair with some of these satin scarves and a bonnet, and I will be all ready to go for the night. In the morning, I will just rinse out this pre-poo and then keep going with my wash day. Bye guys!